Hey guys, so I had mentioned a while ago in my last video that I was going to make a video like this. Just basically me knocking out a bunch of phones, smashing them that are completely dead. So I thought today I would do that for you guys, and it's just going to be kind of a chilled, laid-back video of me drop testing a bunch of shit. So, yeah. So this is what I have. I'm going to go through all of them and tell you the problems with them just beforehand so everyone knows what may be wrong with them. They might not work. Starting off, this is an iPhone 4S 4. It's water damaged. It also has a very bad and cracked replacement screen, no battery. This is basically just a warm-up, kind of. And then I have this HTC Droid Incredible. Doesn't work at all, shows no signs of life whatsoever. I think, actually no, this one goes to the boot screen, but then won't do anything past that. It's just a shitty phone, I don't need it anyway. I'm going to be a comparison drop testing these two. iPhone 4 versus 4S. Both of them have a little damage already, but it'll be okay. This TCL, this actually works. It's just really crappy and I have no use for it. That's the only working one here. Both these have 2 broken AMOLEDs. So I'm also going to be doing a drop test comparison on these two. So yeah, let's just start with the warm up. There's not much to say about this phone. Just basically going to get it more cracked up. That is my cat. You may remember her. As you can see, she is not fazed by stuff being dropped. She never has been, which is kind of funny. Do a little backdrop. Hole in the back now. Screen is more cracked. Back came off. I mean, there's not much to do with this one. Well, that worked. So that one's basically done. I'm going to sweep that out of the way. All right, so let's move on to the HTC. And apparently my cat is going to be guarding the phones, making sure they don't get stolen. So that's fun. So let's just do the drop test on the HTC. I'm going to try to knock these out kind of quickly since I don't want to make this like a 50-minute video or something like that. I want to keep it relatively short. What? She's very talkative. So yeah, we're going to do the normal drops. Knee height, chest or waist height, chest height, head height from the back, side, face. So knee height, back, knee height, side, knee height, face. I doubt anything would happen from that. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. No major damage. So now we're gonna do waist height, bottom, 3, 2, 1. Just some scuffing on the back. This has one of those plastic coatings that gets really bad over time and like starts to get all sticky. This one hasn't done it, which is nice, but whatever. All right, so bottom side, 3, 2, 1. And I'll be rotating what corners I drop this thing on just because, not much. Let's do a top drop just because. I know the top is all aluminum where the bottom is plastic as well. Just some scuffing right there, nothing too bad. So now let's do the face down, waist height. That already cracked it. That honestly broke easier than I thought it would, just because it looked like a very industrial phone. So let's just finish off the screen, really. There it goes. All right, I think we're good on that one. So now let's do a iPhone 4 versus 4S. The one on top here is the 4S. This phone did actually end up turning on, but the touchscreen is dead. So I won't be able to use parts on that. I already have like 3 iPhone 4S backs, so I have no use for that. This one here is iCloud locked. The screen does work. The back is cracked. Again, I have parts for these, so I don't need either of these. She wants lots of attention. Okay, so let's start off with the backdrop from knee height. I'm gonna start with the iPhone 4. Backdrop, 3, 2, 1. I'm not surprised that happened because it was already cracked up there, so we're not going to hold it to it. Now let's do bottom, 3, 2, 1. I'll go one at a time just to make it easier. Just some scuffing on the stainless steel, nothing too bad. All right, now let's do the face down, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, of course, nothing. These phones are very durable phones. It is scratched up, but that was there pre-existing. Let's do the 4S. This one has a good back and a slightly cracked screen. Back, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. That does surprise me because it was uncracked before. From knee height, not very impressive. Now let's do the bottom drop. 3, 2, 1. Went kind of far. Screen is okay, undamaged otherwise. Back did crack a little more. Let me see if it'll turn on. I don't think it's charged. Or maybe it is, but again, I think it was... I forget. I think it was... yeah, this one had a broken touchscreen. Okay. So face down in 3, 2, 1. Screen did crack more. Huh. It cracked a little more up there. So weird. The 4S might actually be less durable than the 4. Let me move all this glass out of the way just to get a clean slate. All right, now we're going to move on to waist height. So far the iPhone 4S is, or the iPhone 4 is winning. So let's start. Waist height back. I'll probably skip the backdrops on this phone after this because there's really no point considering the back is already shattered. Bottom, 3, 2, 1. Made a really loud noise. Yeah, just scuffed up the same corner. Nothing major, however. So now let's do the face down and see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Did not crack more. That's very surprising. Let's see if the iPhone 4S can do the same. And this is the wallpaper on this phone, which I found really funny. But yeah, it's just cracked a little up there now. But start off with the backdrop from waist height, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, cracked it even more, especially down here, mainly concentrated in this area. Oh, the screen cracked more too. Is it still okay? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it just cracked more there and down here. Wow. Oh, it actually cracked the entire screen more. Okay. Well, now let's do the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, cracked it a little more down there. Just one more hairline. So now let's do the face down. 3, 2, 1. Screen still works. Obviously, for the ones that do work, I'll turn them on and see if they still work after this, but some I can't. All right, so let's go to the iPhone 4. I'm going to skip the backdrop. That's already shattered. Or you know what? We'll do it anyway. So chest height in 3, 2, 1. Cracked it more, obviously. I think we'll stop after here because it's very shattered. All right, bottom drop, 3, 2, 1. Hit my shoe, however, it's okay. Another thing about this iPhone 4S is I did put a battery in it, although it's the original battery. Basically what happened, it started bloating really bad, pushing the back cover up. And essentially I took it out, brought it outside, poked it with a pin because it was completely dead. It wouldn't have done anything. And got all the air out of it, put it back in here, and now we're drop testing it. So probably not the safest thing in the world, but it'll be fine. So honestly, damage looks the same. I don't see anything new really, which is impressive. So now we'll do the face down, and I feel like this is going to crack it. All right, face down, 3, 2, 1. Well, that's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Screen is okay, however. Very interesting. So I'm just going to pick up these little glass pieces because I got to throw those out because those are big enough to pick up. Set it there for now. So yeah, again, the iPhone 4 did not crack. So now let's go to the 4S. Still turning on. I'll probably harvest the battery from this phone just to have another one, you know. All right, backside, 3, 2, 1 from chest height. Cracked it more, obviously. We'll stop the backdrop on this phone from there. Phone restarted. That's a common thing with iPhone 4Ss when you drop them, I've noticed. Now let's do the top drop since it's not too cracked up there. Top side drop, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Cracked it a lot more right there. Right in that corner. All right, we'll do the face down. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it blue screened. That doesn't necessarily mean the screen is dead. It just means it's restarting. See what I mean? These phones blue screen for some reason. A lot when you drop them. All right, iPhone 4. Head height now. So head height, bottom side, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, so we do have some interesting damage. Bottom looks okay, not warped. We do have, if I can focus it, one more little crack right there. I would consider that a chip. I would not consider that a crack. So now let's do the face down from head height. Keep in mind, I am 5'11". So 3, 2, 1. And there goes the screen. So the screen on this phone is done. Probably still works. Let's just do one more for fun. Yeah, that's done. So what we'll do now, we will do the iPhone 4S and just go until the screen dies. Ooh, well, I shouldn't have been so certain. That probably just killed the screen. Oh, no, it didn't. Wow, okay. It's very cracked, but still working. Still working. Still working. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, wait. That might have killed it, or it's just blue, red. I don't know. It's something screening. Yep, there it goes. All right, so this phone is done for. We'll set that back there. I'm gonna take a brief pause, sweep up all this glass so it's not in our way, and we'll move on to some other phone. All right, guys, so it is actually the next day. After I finished off that last part and said I was going to sweep up, I actually got sidetracked because my dinner arrived, so I just thought I'd record it the next day. So here we are. So as I stated before, these two I'm gonna drop together and do a comparison, and then these two I'm gonna do them separately, just because they're not a very good comparison. A cheap phone versus an iPhone 6 that's already shattered. This one's cracked too. These two aren't. So I'm just gonna start by dropping the 6. I forgot about it yesterday. This is the one I found at Target that is completely dead, water damaged, no working parts in it. I did try the screen to see if it would work. It doesn't. So, yep, we're just going to be smashing this. So we'll do the normal drop test again. Back, side, face from knee, waist, chest, and head height. So let's start off with knee height back. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. So this is an Apple screen, but I don't know why it delaminated like that so badly from a small drop. Huh. That's actually really interesting. I've never seen that on an iPhone 6 before. All right, so now let's do the top drop. Since this side shattered, I'm just gonna do it on the top. 3, 2, 1. All right, and just some scuffing on the top. I can't even really use this housing because it's bent. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice. We cracked the camera lens from the backdrop. Interesting. Oh, boy. My cat found me again. All right, so let's do face down. I just want to try to fix this a little bit. Whatever. Okay, so let's do the face down from knee height. See if it cracks anymore. 3, 2, 1. Bounced up, and it cracked more. I'm not surprised. iPhone 6s are very undurable phones. So now let's go into the waist height. Backside, 3, 2, 1. All right, it looks like it did crack more around this area in general. And if you guys are wondering where I'm filming this right now, this is actually like the utility room in my basement. That's why it's like really dirty and messy. It's just, it has a really nice concrete floor, so it's a good place to do it. But yeah, that's why if you see a bunch of stuff on the ground, that's why. But yeah, the back didn't fare too badly after that drop. Just some more scuffing. Camera lens didn't crack anymore. So yeah, now let's do the top drop again from waist height. Back, top side, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, oh, wow. Wow. That completely destroyed it. And yeah, you can see there, it's water damaged. It's rusted there. But yeah, this screen is pretty much completely done at this point. It bent in the top of the phone, which caused the screen to shatter. So face down, it's completely done. So I'll just finish it off real quick. And there's that. Oh, wow. That's really bad. Yeah, so this is pretty much done. I'll do one more just for shits and giggles. Yeah, it's completely shattered. So that's done with. Just sweep that out of the way real quick. I'm going to go through again when I'm done with this video and sweep this entire area up. Just as respect for my parents. All right, so let's move on. This is a TCL LX. This one is the only actually working phone that I've drop tested, although it's just a really crappy phone, so, and I have no use for it. It's already cracked, so yeah, let's do the drop test on this. So knee height, backside, 3, 2, 1. Screen is okay. No crack than it was before, just for reference. As you can see, those 2 cracks there and a little one up there. That's how it was before I started this. So now we'll do the bottom drop. 3, 2, 1. Did not crack anymore. Scuffed up the bottom a lot right here. This thing was already scuffed to hell anyway, but the battery on this thing is also dead right now, so I'm just going to turn it on to see if it works every time. So face down, 3, 2, 1. Kind of landed on the bezel, but I'll count it because it did hit the screen. Still working, obviously. So waist height, 3, 2, 1. Bounced a little bit. Screen is not cracked anymore. Back getting scuffed up, obviously. It's a plastic back, to be expected. Bottom drop again in 3, 2, 1. Traveled some distance. Screen is again not cracked anymore. Just the bottom is very scuffed up. So now let's move on to the face down. 3, 2, 1. That sounded like it cracked more. It did. So before it dies, as you can see, it does work. But, oh wow. Okay, so there's, sorry, I can't even focus it. Yeah, there's a crack right there and there. And there is some little cracks down at the bottom here. But those really don't go on the screen much. Okay, so now we're gonna do chest height, backside, 3, 2, 1. That was a rather hard hit. It cracked the screen more from the impact. Oh, right there, it just spider-webbed all over the place. Wow. Touchscreen still works. So now I'll do the bottom side. 3, 2, 1. That was actually a very clean drop. It did crack it more, however. Just down there, just a little more shatter, but it's concentrated. Oh no, it's not concentrated to that corner. It does, as you can see, it does travel up the phone more. So now let's do the face down, chest height, 3, 2, 1. That was a pretty bad drop. It did crack it way more, of course. The main cracks, they're all up at the top here, and then at this line, it like separates into less bad cracks. Still works. So now we're gonna do the head height. Again, for reference, I am 5'11". So backside head height, 3, 2, 1. Screen is okay, still working. Doesn't look like it cracked much more, maybe just a little bit there, but I can't really tell. My cat is once again guarding the phones. Actually, this time she's just sniffing them. Okay, so we'll do the bottom drop since that's the least cracked side. 3, 2, 1. Bounced around a little bit. Definitely cracked more down here for sure. Yeah, you can see some more cracks. Bottom side is getting very scuffed up now. That was a really bad impact point. So now let's do the face down. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that was bad. Oh, wow, but the screen is okay. That's actually very surprising. It just cracked more down here. This area looks around the same, but it's right here where it really cracked more. So now I'm just gonna hold it to the ceiling of this, of my basement and drop it, which it's probably around like 7 feet or so, give or take. So holding it up to the ceiling, backside, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Touchscreen still works. The screen is just completely toast. Yeah. All right, now let's do the bottom drop. 3, 2, 1. Oh. That actually, that helped it a little bit. You can now see icons. Yeah. Well, you could. Yeah, they're gone now, but you could see icons before. But anyway, yeah, just more scuffing at the bottom, nothing unusual. So that's the face down against the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's more damage. Touchscreen still works. Oh, no, it's still working. Oh. Oh yeah, it still works. It just shut off. That meant to be on the face, but it was on the bottom. Yeah, it's separating from the back cover now, as you can see. Let me just push that back into place. I don't want to touch the screen because it's extremely shattered. Okay, so we'll set this there. Ow! My cat bit me. Well, you gotta get off the phones. I'm trying to use these. I'll set them here. All right, so set them on this chair. So now we're gonna do the Galaxy S5 versus the J3 drop test comparison. This one is actually cracked right here. Just a little hairline, but it's just a baseline. It's nothing major. And like I said, these aren't like actual drop tests. These are just kind of something casually I feel like doing. So yeah, let's just start off with the S5 and then we'll move on to the J3. We'll do waist height or knee height first on both. So yeah, let's get into it. So knee height on the S5, backside, 3, 2, 1. Obviously not much to be expected there. The camera lens was already cracked. Yeah, looks about the same. So let's do the bottom drop, 3, 2, 1. Can't expect much damage from this. It's only a like 1.5 foot drop. Yeah, maybe some more scuffing at the bottom. I couldn't really tell you. All right, face down, 3, 2, 1. Yep, as expected, nothing really happened from that. These S5s aren't really durable phones, but yeah, it may surprise us. All right, so now let's do the waist height. Oh no, we gotta move on to the J3. All right, so we'll do the backside on the J3 from waist height. 3, 2, 1. J3 appears to be okay. Maybe some more scuffing on the back, but again, nothing major. Now let's drop it from the bottom. 3, 2, 1. And this J3 and the S5 both have broken AMOLEDs. Hi, yes, I see you. She wants a lot of attention. All right. Yeah, there's definitely some scuffing on the bottom. It's not terrible, it's just right there. If I can focus it. Yeah, it's nothing too bad. All right, and it doesn't look like the AMOLED cracked anymore, but now let's do the face down. 3, 2, 1. Just a simple drop. Screen is undamaged, minus the crack in the AMOLED. That was already there. Yeah, looks to be good. So now let's do the S5 from waist height on the back. 3, 2, 1. Once again, I couldn't tell you if there's any more damage. This thing was already very damaged as is. All right, now let's do the bottom drop. 3, 2, 1. All right, and it definitely did scuff it up this time, right on this corner, which is the corner I dropped it on. Maybe a little more right there if that wasn't already there. Screen is undamaged, no more delamination like up there. I don't know what happened to the AMOLED right there, however. All right, face down. 3, 2, 1. All right, that was kind of on the bezel, but yeah, let me redo that. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's actually really interesting. So it did crack. The drop before, it landed on this side bezel, like you can see right there. It landed on the side. But it cracked, but only up here. That is the only place this thing cracked. That's really weird. I've actually never seen damage like that on a phone before. Huh. That's very cool. It's like extremely shattered there, but the rest of the screen is flawless. Interesting. I guess we won't give that a pass since it did crack. I don't know. But we're going to move on to the J3 now anyway. So backside in 3, 2, 1. The camera lens on these phones is plastic, I believe, so we can't expect it to crack. AMOLED did crack one more line. Actually, I can see it right there, but the screen isn't damaged. So now let's do the bottom drop. 3, 2, 1. All right, and let's see what happened. Just more scuffing on this corner, but once again, to be expected. I dropped it on that corner. Now let's do the face down. I don't really know how durable these phones are. I've never drop tested one, so this will be interesting. All right, face down, 3, 2, 1. And undamaged. Rather surprising, that sounded like it cracked. But no, screen is undamaged. I guess the little bezel around the screen does help. All right, so now let's do the S5. We're going to do it from chest height now. So yeah, let's start with the backdrop. Backdrop, chest height, 3, 2, 1. Back cover came off for the first time in this drop test. Screen is not damaged anymore. Maybe some of the glass is missing there now, but once again, nothing major. Bottom drop, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that landed a little bit on the screen, or at least towards that side. So we can definitely expect some bezel damage. Yeah, right all here. The bezel is completely chewed up on this corner, which is the corner it landed on, and right here it is also extremely chewed up. All right, moving on to the face down. I feel like this is going to completely shatter it. Face down, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, all right. Let's look. Oh, wow. Huh. The screen is undamaged anymore. I mean, yeah, it cracked it more in the place that was already cracked, but wow. That's really surprising. Okay, now let's move on to the J3. So we'll give that a pass. It didn't crack anymore. She is now in my way. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, backside, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that cracked the AMOLED more. You can see one more line right there. Not surprising, but the screen is undamaged. Oh, and it cracked the camera lens. The camera lens that I said was plastic. Interesting. Okay, so, well, we have damage on this thing now. Cracked camera lens. So now let's do the bottom drop in 3, 2, 1. Right on the corner. That was a very good drop. So it landed right on that corner, and honestly, the damage isn't too bad. Just a little bit of scuffing. Nothing major. All right. Now for the face down. Can it do as good as the S5 and not break? Face down. 3, 2, 1. And I can already see it is undamaged. No cracks on it whatsoever. It did get into the glass a little bit up here, but it did not crack it. All right. Let me put the back cover back on. And this thing was also like messed with and opened up. That screen cable is exposed. So I don't know what's going on there. All right, let's move on to the S5. From head height now, we can expect some real damage on this drop. All right, head height, backside, 3, 2, 1. AMOLED is completely shattered now, as you can see there, but that is not on the screen. I cannot feel it. Now we'll do the bottom drop, head height, 3, 2, 1. That was a very nice drop, actually. Right onto the corner, phone dispersed the energy and bounced around. That was a very pleasing drop to watch. All right, so let's look at the damage. Bottom side is even more chewed up than before, unsurprisingly. Screen is okay otherwise. All right, and now the face down on the S5. Face down, head height, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's gonna be the entire screen. I saw glass fly up. Yup, wow. Yeah, that is completely shattered. Yeah, that thing's done for. Wow. So it did pretty good, lasting pretty much up until head height. It's bent now too. So this one's done. So let's do the J3 and see if it can match it or do better. If it cracks less, I'm gonna say it's a win for the J3. So now let's do head height on the J3. Backside, 3, 2, 1. AMOLED did not crack anymore, surprisingly. Bottom side, 3, 2, 1. Back cover didn't even come apart. Bottom scuffed up really bad on that corner now. Right there, as you can see. All right, now let's do the face down. Head height, it's probably gonna crack it. 3, 2, 1. It didn't crack. Really? It landed on the screen. It definitely landed on the bezel and the screen. Interesting. So let's redo that. Let's see how many face down drops we can get before it cracks. I feel like I say that now and then it's going to crack on this next one, but let's see. This thing's actually very durable. It beats the S5, blows it out of the water. All right, face down. 3, 2, 1. That one was on the bezel quite a bit down there. All right, let's keep going. Once again, undamaged. Somehow, it has not cracked yet. All right, another one. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. So the screen is completely shattered now. Still shattered less than the S5 once again, surprisingly. Let's just do another one to get that bottom corner. No, still didn't crack the bottom corner. There we go. And it's completely done. Let's give that to my cat. She liked it. All right, so that is all the phones I have to smash. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of chilled and laid back. Really fun for me to make. I do enjoy making these videos. So if you guys did enjoy it, be sure to leave a comment and hopefully I'll do something like this in the future again. And if you did, I'll see you guys next time.